Ladies and germs of the court, I would like to call to your attention that Salted Slices is live on a Monday, and I know what you're thinking. Yeah, isn't that normal? Isn't that par for the course? Most of the time, but sometimes I'm known to be a lazy little guy. Actually, it is. Sometimes I feel like I gotta get better about keeping my schedule more consistent. How are you gonna do that going forward? What's your New Year's resolution to keep your schedule more consistent for streaming? I'm really happy you asked that. Who do you think you are? Fucking never mind that question, all right? No, I mean, what I really gotta get more consistent at is actually editing the YouTube shorts and stuff. But anyways, hello everybody and welcome back to Realm of the Mad God. I know what you're thinking. It's been a little bit since Realm of the Mad God, since the Thanksgiving event. It has been since the Thanksgiving event. Very astute of you to observe that. I can't help myself when it comes to seasonal events and video games. I simply must play them. And now, the Nexus is gonna have like a little Christmas theme. In addition to just like, wait, hold on. Am I on a seasonal character? Fuck, if I didn't make this character seasonal, this is gonna be embarrassing. How do I check? How do I check if someone's seasonal? Then I'll go over to this one. Does not look like I'm seasonal. All right, well, guess I'll just go die then. Hold on, just give me a second. I'm gonna go kill this character and act like they never happened. And then right after doing that, we can get into it. Plus, this gives time because I need to get the teleport cooldown up. You can show me having that happen? No. Somebody just pinged the heroic UDL. As much as I would love to do that, what I need even more is to be on a seasonal character, because there's no reason for us not to play a seasonal character. Plus, then, you know, no allegations of, oh, he's cheating. I'm not cheating. I'm just the best to ever do it. Right now, I have no armor on me, but I think my pet out heals all of the damage they could potentially deal to me. Dude, they're so far away. Okay, I'll just show you guys the gameplay. I was trying to wait until we could restart a character together. Seems like that won't be the case. Hold on, let me just walk over top of this one. Okay, now we can actually make our character for real. Sorry, I had to make a character before to just get a screenshot, and now I can play for actually. Obviously, I would never die at level 1. Normally, who do you think I am? I do have a bit of a discourse to start the stream with, actually. A little bit of a topic. Very rarely is Salted Slices prepared with a topic, but this time I actually am. I saw a video by somebody. I didn't watch the full thing because I have the attention span of a fruit fly, but it was somebody who was talking about male VTubers versus women VTubers. And you might say, why do you say male and women? Every time the word female leaves my voice, I like can feel the Redditor come inside me. You know what I mean? It's not a great sign. It's not a great sign at all. It doesn't feel right. Okay, so it's got to leave my vocabulary such that I'll feel better about myself, so I can look in the mirror and be like, all right, that's a respectable person right there. Anyways. So the video was talking about, like, do male VTubers have it harder? Now, I didn't hear out the entire opinion, so, man, making assumption based off of half of a second or something else, I think that you're kind of insane if you think that they have it harder. And I mainly say that because streaming is already kind of like, whether you'd like to admit it or not, it's more of like a male-dominated space regardless. The guys tend to be the ones who rise to the top faster for whatever reason. You could say gamers, misogyny, whatever, they're better gamer, whatever you want to say. I really have no take on that. It's just more like, so because of that, I think the same thing you can kind of just keep applying and moving the goalpost a little down. And it's like, okay, I don't think there'd be any kind of meaningful impact between them. I think right now though, and maybe like you can correct me if I'm wrong on this, because I've kind of stopped watching a lot of the VTubers I used to watch. Why? Mainly because I don't have the time. Okay, I'm working a 9 to 5 and then streaming. What time do I have to put on a VTuber? The answer is not much until at 9 p.m. And then at that point, all of them are already offline anyways. But regardless, right? I think like the kind of stagnation that's been happening, so many people just want to copy each other's content and do whatever got somebody else popular. So like the first male VTuber who put on a deep voice and put on the boyfriend experience, look, man, good for him. But now there's 30,000 people doing that shit, and it's so mind numbing. Also, I have no clue how our traps work now. I just know Huntress got reworked, so I figured why not build a Huntress. I've never been a big fan of this class. Why? Literally any point, come up with what would make a class bad, and Huntress probably has it. Also, hello everybody, welcome in. Sorry, let me acknowledge chat so that people know this is live and not pre-recorded, because if it was pre-recorded, I'd be using this as my cover up to go out and, you know, end the life of a CEO such a no, I'm kidding. We love current events. That dude got caught. I don't know if anybody saw it. What are my thoughts on it? Look, man, I don't think the glove fit personally, so I mean, who am I to say? At this point, just change the title to Realm of the Mad God into the Bazaar. You are so bizarre posting right now. We will probably end the stream with a singular Bazaar run, though. Will it be Twitch exclusive? There's a chance it's Twitch exclusive if I don't feel like making a YouTube thumbnail for it. No, you know what? We won't do Bazaar today. We'll do full Bazaar tomorrow, right? Like, I'm talking the second I get off work, I'm making my Bazaar thumbnail, and we're doing full hours of Bazaar, and at least I'm guaranteeing you a minimum 4.5 hour stream. Why not 5 hours? Because then I'd need to get like the energy drink that they sell at checkout, and I just really, at that point, you know, feel like I'm limiting my own life force too much. It's Luffy entering gear 2 for the 17th time. All right, it's not gonna work out. Not gonna lie, I personally don't like VTubing as an idea. I'd much rather look at a real person, because the VTubing model is usually just a real person, but with huge booba or a 10-pack. That's my point. Everybody does the same thing. I want to be a rat for 2 reasons. 1, I like rats a lot. 2, I don't have to worry about looking my best after trying to like pull my hair out from IT for 8 hours straight. So like, that's awesome. I don't have to worry about that as much. Oh, he's not hygienic. I'm hygienic. I promise. I'm like an Asmongold who has access to a shower. All right, fine. We'll be more honest with ourselves and more access to fast food. That's true too. But yeah, I think the big advantage that a lot of people don't consider is when you're a VTuber, you can easily convert non-VTubers into being into VTubing as long as your comedy isn't 24/7 like the boyfriend experience or girlfriend experience. But a lot of them kind of fall back on that, and I get it, right? Easy jokes are easy. That's why certain styles of comedy will never go out of touch. That's why you can say whatever you want and then say, liberal, it's dark humor. And it works every single time, man. But yeah, no, I agree. There's a lot of models out there that do look very cut and dry, standard. Big booba model when, boy, do I have a surprise for you guys. I'm actually working on one. But like, it's like an ironic big booba model one, but like I am, okay? When am I gonna unveil it? I don't know, whenever it would be funniest, and also whenever it's done, because right now it's not rigged. Right now it's just like sitting there, right? But like that one's purely for if I feel like I'm losing the chat's attention, I can bring back a little jingle because I know how Twitch is, okay? Whether I want them to be or not, that's how they are. We can get this going. It's something. We are on seasonal this time. I did make sure, which is good. And last time we might have been on seasonal. To be honest, I didn't know how you would check or not, so I just figured it's easiest to go stand on a shotgun and restart. And it was really easy. Find people with deep voice is so funny because you can tell they're trying so hard to be sexy. AKA, I thought his was due to like some medical condition he had that fucked up his vocal cords. Because I remember he was saying like, no, it's actually, he was saying, now there have been a lot of people who have imitated him who definitely don't have fucked up vocal cords, but you can tell because theirs has way more of a vocal fry that sounds artificial. His does at least sound like a real vocal fry. So I'm pretty sure he actually had a condition. Now I'm not 100% sure because like I'm not the biggest YouTube follower of news. It's just like, it's actually so wild how you can go outside. And all of a sudden, whatever Mr. Beast did, damn, it does not matter when I'm sitting on a bench and just vibing. It's crazy. It ceases to matter whatsoever, and you'll think to yourself, did it matter in the first place? The answer is no. By the way, I can give you a little secret on that one. I also have it, this is a complete non sequitur, but I was just thinking about like going outside. I've seen a bunch of people on Twitter complaining about Marvel Rivals and being like, oh, it's so unbalanced. Brother, you're playing a Marvel hero shooter. Like, I really don't want to have to put this into perspective for you. You're playing a game that has Captain America as a character, and you're up in arms on Twitter that it's not balanced. Or there were some people who were like, the shark character, Jeff the Shark, was put in just to appeal to millennials, and I hate him. And it's like, brother, like, let's, come on now. We'll be for real with each other. Are we actually at the point where we're complaining about a cartoon shark being in a shooter? If we are, honestly, I think that that's very symbolic of your life going insanely well. Because one day you'll have a real issue and you won't know what to do. You'll be on the side of the road, your car will break down. You'll have no clue how to change that tire, man. But on the bright side, you'll be able to complain about a character in a video game until the repairman arrives. So, hey, that's worth something. Me, meanwhile, I'm thinking of downloading it on my PlayStation 5 and just playing it while I'm lying down in bed. Why? Because that's the kind of game it is. It's not the kind of game where I need to give it 100% of my willpower, okay? It's like the people who are trying to meta game out of Pokemon Pocket TCG. Guys, let's be real with each other. We're playing a game with a giant flying dragon. I'm just gonna play the one that has a giant flying dragon. I'm gonna lock in Dragonite almost every game, and that's where I'm gonna be. If you wanna play nothing but, oh, Mewtwo's meta, hey, that's on you. That's your prerogative, right? I'm here for a good time, not necessarily a long time. That's why the new COD Zombies, I've been playing it off stream. What do I think about Black Ops 6 Zombies? Look, it's no Black Ops 3, right? But like nothing was gonna be. I think that if you can zen out, turn off your brain and just kind of enjoy the maps are pretty good. The special infected might suck ass to fight, but hey, I see them show up and I just go, that's my run. We die here, that's the end of me. I'm not saying he isn't real. I'm saying that he says words in a way where it sounds sexier. I think, but yeah, probably. I think there's a lot of people who play up sex appeal though. Why? There's a lot of people out there who really could like use attention from anybody. Like also his song Choke Me was so ass, but people said it was just good because I mean, I can't really, can I have any comment on a song I haven't listened to yet? I say yet, sorry. That's fucked up of me to say yet. That I haven't ever listened to and I'm not going to, right? Like once they start playing it in a Kroger over the speakers, maybe I'll hear it, but I don't think it's reaching that status if it hasn't so far. You think I wanted to listen to Ed Sheeran's Shape of You? Hell no, but here it is deeply embedded in the prefrontal cortex, man. Like it is taking up valuable RAM there, but was that my choice? Not at all. That was thrust upon me. So if they do that with Choke Me, I'll know the lyrics. Aside from that, it's just probably gonna leave not being in my mind. I guess I can. I mean, like, look, I'm an American, right? It'd be irresponsible for me to not have an opinion on something I'm not informed on. That's kind of what we do. So I probably should have an opinion on this. Choke me like you love me because you hate me. Look, man, ChatGPT was at a different point, all right? They didn't have it where it's at now. I'm kidding. I'm sure that it was probably a passion project or a money grab, but like it's one of the two with every YouTuber. And I'm not here to psychoanalyze it. I'm here to click go live and play Realm of the Mad God. Which is arguably sadder than making that song, by the way. I won't lie, all right? I can have a moment of self-reflection. I can recognize that, yeah, what I'm doing, I'm no hero either. I'm over here playing a Realm, dude. Saw a lot of people complaining about how they're like, is it just me or is Realm recently felt pay to win? Guys, what do you mean recently? It's been that way for ages. I just I just never pay anyways and keep playing. And it turns out it actually affects me very minimally. Now, does it suck that there's nobody in Realms clearing and I've got to do everything myself? Yeah, I mean, that kind of sucks. But at the end of the day, I'm playing an MMO solo. I'll play the MMO solo. As far as I'm concerned, this shit is just one long roguelike run. That's the only way I can view it. I know most people pick up this game, lose their first character, and then go, I'm never playing it again, which is fair, right? Because what other MMO has permadeath like this? Not many of them. Then WoW does, you know, hardcore, oh, we're playing WoW like it has permadeath. And all of a sudden everyone goes, wow, what a novel idea. If only there was another MMO that tried permadeath. Well, anyway. All right. So, normally you do a spider pit early. I know. He's talking about Realm. He's Realm posting while playing Realm. I'm sorry. Normally you like to do spider pits early because they get you decent gear. What were our drops like? Pure ass. But you win some, you lose some. The thing is, Huntress, the traps do feel better. I'll give them that. They actually do track the enemy, which helps a lot. Also, you don't have to apologize for being on your hating arc because that's what 95% of the internet is built for at this point. Except for allegedly Blue Sky. Why do I say allegedly? I haven't downloaded it. Well, sorry, I haven't downloaded. I haven't made an account yet. I almost spread misinformation over the internet. But everyone's like, Blue Sky is the only good social media. I find it hard to believe because like every social media is exactly the same. I don't think I've ever launched any one and felt it was vastly different from the others. The only possible exception is 4chan definitely has like a racism multiplier, but aside from that, they're all, it's just because one has a multiplier doesn't make it any different, right? They're still the same basis for each other, and they don't want to hear that. They all think they're the one exception to social media. It's all just horrible. You look into that new horror game I mentioned? I did not. I guess I just didn't think of a Christmas as a horror game time, but I guess any time can be a horror game time. You just have to click launch on the game. Kind of sucks that I need a ring light on for lighting though, right? Because how am I supposed to get scared of the game when I got a light that's blaring into my eyes, turning me into an iPad kid every day that I play this more and more, drying them out. The poor tear ducts going away. It's filled with art, which is like cool, but I'm not at an art gallery. Well, that's kind of what Twitter was for a bit. For a bit, Twitter was just where every artist was. And that's kind of what helped it have a ton of growth. Now, what is it? Probably like, I mean, 95% it's crypto or sports betting at this point. That's all the posts that I ever see making any headway on there are people going, make sure you invest in this coin now. And it's some coin called like shit bucks. Like, no, but you don't understand. This one's actually got a really good marketing and it's not gonna be a rug pull. And then it's a rug pull and half the people go, fuck, how could the owners of shitcoin rug pull? It was literally called shitcoin, man. It was supposed to go to the moon. This one was supposed to be what got my kids through college. Now I can't even get a fucking sandwich at 7-Eleven. Anyway, so that's pretty much what's left on Twitter. That, I mean, I was gonna say and gambling addicts, but I suppose sports betting, that covers your gambling addicts. So what do we got there? We do have a bow. That's worth something. T6 bow. We'll take that. What are we looking for from this fairy? I don't know. I don't know what kind of keys you drop. This fairy does have a, I think it's a 50% chance of dropping a key. Bro, we deal no damage because fairies, I don't think scale to the dungeon you're in. They're just kind of made to be, they pop up at an end game dungeon. And by the time you're at end game, they take so much damage that it doesn't even matter. Unfortunately for us, I mean, you see where we're at. She's got plenty of time to write her will before she goes, at least. She can let her kids know what they're getting. All right, there we go. What the fuck? Be done. Okay. The hive. Not precisely what I was looking for. I don't think very useful either. Well, hold on to the max HP ring. I find it very unlikely that we ever use it, but still. Yo, dude, listen, cum coin is the way to invest. No, you have to understand, guys. Hawk Tua coin's gonna go to the moon. Now, the thing about that one is, it's only funny until it isn't. No, Haley Welsh said spit on that coin. We're going to the moon. And then, you know, you hear me say that and think to yourself, haha, how silly, how quaint, how queer. And then other people listen and go, this is actually a very good investment idea and I should definitely throw all of my life savings into Hawk Tua coin. It was a rug pull. Yeah, man, fucking obviously. I don't even care if you don't know anything about crypto. If you're listening to Haley Welsh's financial advice, I don't think she got rich and famous off of making a blowjob joke. And you're like, yeah, she'll help me too. What are we talking about here? So people are like, she capitalized on her good name. Fucking what good name, man? What are we talking about? At this point, Hawk Tua just gets referenced ironically, and that's pretty much all we got. All right, T5 bow, not going to be used, unfortunately. Do you see the fucking crypto website? They let you stream if you're the creator of crypto. It's basically the dark web of people torturing themselves for more investment in Robo Dogecoin. That's fucking awesome, man. Crypto is so cool and definitely is not like one of the worst things that's happened to us as a community. I guess we can go into clan. I don't know what we'd be looking for. I guess you can get some health pots, but even still. But I think that one of the best effects of crypto, and I'm being 85% facetious when I say this, is the fact that everybody has now turned into an investing expert. Dude, everyone thinks they're so smart when it comes to crypto because they've made like $40 off Bitcoin. Are you any different? Yeah, of course. I'm gonna claim to be not good at it at all. I'm gonna claim to call it what it is, which is just gambling, but you can think you're smarter. Somebody else here is a huntress. I will say the traps actually like attaching to an enemy and following them to deal constant damage. It makes the character way more fun to play. I know that she's lost some of her identity with how the traps worked before, the 3 old Huntress fans can have their meeting in like Iowa about how sad they are, but the rest of us will be enjoying a character. I know I'm only level 15, so I probably shouldn't be here, but everyone else is taking them out for me, and all I have to do is stand over here. Franz Ferdinand would be so proud of them taking them out. Thank you. Hey, yeah. It was on my Spotify Wrapped, so I'm kidding. I actually didn't even do my Spotify Wrapped for one reason. I looked at the number of songs I listened to on Spotify this year. Like, they tell you how many minutes you've streamed songs, and I went, damn, I was not listening to Spotify this year. And so then I went, whatever information they have, it's from a flawed sample size. I refuse to be typecast as, oh, this is your favorite artist, when I wasn't even listening to music on Spotify. I refuse for them to say, oh, dude, you fucking loved, I don't know, who's it? You love Chappelle Roan was your #1 artist. It's like, was she? I probably listened to like 6 songs total, but maybe, probably, with how little I was on here, I guess it adds up. Okay, T9, we definitely take. I'm actually shocked we were able to hit threshold for the soulbound damage there. I know it's a low threshold, but even still, we only have a T6 weapon. It's not the most confidence inspiring of all time. In a dog cage, promising to eat his own poop if they get 1 million investments. Odell Beckham Jr. eats other people's shit for free. Okay, that's not true. He just wants it on his chest. That's fair. But like, look, it's still up there. I think probably this is a complete segue from what you said, because honestly, I'm not about to make it any better, but in my mind, I can imagine I will. It's gotta be one of the only fetishes where it's completely normal to shame them. And some people will be like, wow, you count that one, but not being attracted to kids? Because people on Twitter are psychotic and will make you think that that's a fetish. No, man, that's like a federal crime that obviously we shun people for. What are we talking about? Anyways, I'm just tired of that discourse where people are like, it's just an interest. They're just a minor attracted person. No, like, they gotta probably be behind bars. We're gonna Nexus before I get killed down here. Anyways, one of the only ones that's like just a fetish that in theory isn't harming anybody, but I think we should shame people for. If you're into other people's shit, man, what is going on? How's everything at home, dude? You doing good? Because I'm gonna say you aren't, but I don't got any proof for it. I don't think that you're brought up healthy if that's where you end up, right? It's got to be one of the worst ones of all time. Isn't a fetish? It's kind of like, you know, illegal. Well, so like, here's the thing. When you say it aloud, you think to yourself, that's a psychotic thing. Obviously, that's true. There are genuine people, I mean, we know what kind of people they are. We know what side they butter their bread on, who are like, no, guys, it's just like a fetish. It's not, obviously, it's not just one, but still. Anyways, I don't know if I have to time out the word. Are we at the point of the internet where you're not allowed to say the word pedophile or you lose your life? Like, because I know everybody calls them PDF files. The TikTokification of speech is making me lose my mind. Like, people saying, oh, they got unalived. They unalived themselves and stuff like it's making me, I'm feeling like I'm going feral when I'm seeing the videos, because it is such like third grader speech. No, dude, your mom unalived. Like, what are we doing? It's so, and I know it's because, oh, well, the algorithm will suppress you otherwise. Fucking maybe just like let the algorithm suppress me. If I gotta go on pedophilia PDF file, I'm sorry, man. It's too far gone. I think you just caged your brain. I can say pedophile on Twitch. No, I'm saying, well, I didn't know if Twitch was at the level of suppressing streams, suppressing all that kind of stuff that YouTube and TikTok are at when it comes to using hot topic words. Because that's what a lot of them are doing now, because it's better for investors. Like, obviously, I understand the reason behind it. Some people are like, it's because they have to appeal to that. No, I know. Friend lets people say KYS in his chat, and it's completely fine. Well, yeah, there's nothing wrong with saying keep yourself safe. I don't know. Obviously, that'd be fine. People are supposed to wish that everyone else will be fine around them. That's just a wholesome thing. That's why I say it to my teammates in every League of Legends game. Because I want them to know I think they're doing a great job, and I want them to keep it up. And it was just kind of the most efficient way to get my message across that I could think of, is just to let them know they should keep themselves safe. So I think that one makes complete sense. But anyways, those kind of videos are making me lose my mind. I think it's completely fine if you do it in captions, right? If in captions, you say unalive when you say like suicide out loud. That makes sense to me because the word appearing on the screen would probably get it flagged way harder. That I'm fine with. When people say it out loud, I'm like, what are we doing here, man? Why is Elmo telling me what happened here? Why we gotta get the play-by-play to make sure it's safe for your friends and family? This is not a topic that should be safe for your friends and family, so I think it's fine if we just treat it with like a little bit of, I don't know, some kind of semblance of respect or seriousness. Just a crazy idea. Also, this, yet again, it's a non sequitur, like the full thing. I didn't know Twitch let that happen. Maybe it's only once you're like a partnered streamer they really start to crack down on the kind of nomenclature you're using, or other streamers just like lie because it's easier. Which it really could be either way. Call it in the flip a coin, call it Two-Face style. What's this one do? Do I just consume it? No, so we're gonna hold on to those. Okay. Some guy called out Limon. I guess we can go kill him. Why not? This guy can't hurt me. All you have to do is dodge the lines on the ground. It's actually the easiest game in the world. They give you a giant line and say, don't stand here. It's like playing a Final Fantasy 14 raid. You wouldn't no, you don't understand. On the hardest difficulty, it's so hard. The line is only there for like 4 seconds before the boss does attack. You gotta understand, it's really hard. You need to read the TOS. Your ass is just going off vibes. No, because large streamers do say that if you say stuff like that, they get penalized for it, which I believe would mean, is your friend who's a large streamer actually partnered on Twitch, or are they affiliate? Because if they're affiliate, I know affiliates are way more lax than partners are, but partners, I believe, get hit with like extra regulations of what they can say and what they can't say. I believe. I mean, granted, I wouldn't have a partnership contract because I'm not a partner yet, and I don't think they put the partner contract out for everybody. I'm not sure. I also would probably, even if it was out there, I'll be completely honest, I would not be reading the partner contract. No, you have to read a contract before you sign it. Yeah, but like, come on, that's 17 years down the line, right? I don't have to worry about that for ages. The heat death of the universe is coming before I'm gonna get a partnership contract, so I'm pretty chill with not. He's not partnered, not. I mean, that it could just be circumstantially me saying, aha, that's it. But I'm pretty sure that partners have to moderate harder because they're the ones that Twitch want to put facing towards advertisements. I'm pretty sure. Not 100% sure. Also, it doesn't really matter too much. I guess at the end of the day, it is also your own chat to monitor however you wish. So people can say and not say whatever they want. It is the adult tour, so we can't. Wait a minute. I should have gone to the ice cave. Shit. Is it still there? Yeah, figured not. Okay, well, would have been cool. It's the adult tour, so we can say whatever the hell we want. You just called the ice cave and you're already in it. Gardetto, I don't like you. But he's actually doing well. He has a list of things he does every year, so he's hoping for like 3K followers next year. Damn, that is crazy. Bogo's Binted? Wait, this guy's spitting. Wait a minute, I've heard that one before. Hold on, this is a rerun. I've heard this one before. Oh, we're already level 20. Honestly, Realm of the Mad God's the easiest game in the world. No, but how could you ever die in this game? Just walk through an Esmond. It's actually really... That dungeon is insanely easy to leech and get to level 20 off of. It's like doing an Oryx 1 once the realm closes. It's so easy just to hit level 20. Well, we'll just stand here for a bit. Okay, let's check our rolls. 19 attack needed, only 13 speed. Honestly, under 20 of everything except for life. Motherfucker, dude. You think I'm happy about needing life pods? They're the hardest ones to get, and they're like, yeah, that's just the one we'll make you need the most of. Thanks, that's really kind of you. No, that's awesome. It makes me feel really warm and fuzzy inside. So it's probably gonna be a while before we max this character. Do I mind too much? Somewhat, because exalts are gonna take a bit, but like, whatever. What are the odds Salted Slices exalts a character? Let's be real. All right, T8, we'll teleport over here. This game looks somewhat different from last time I played. They've got... The realm rework is now live, so the whole entire overworld of the realm has been remodeled with new sprites and all that kind of stuff. It's pretty sick. Does it make people stop sitting in one bazaar and popping keys and not letting other people in? No, not at all. Not even remotely does it do that, but like I mean, it's got the idea at least. They want to put people back into being in the overworld, which I mean, you got to respect that somewhat. Okay. Do we have anything fun spawns right now? I don't think so. Find Oryx the Mad God really interesting because I can't decide if it's boring or if it's kind of hype. When it's on the in-between moments like this, I totally understand why people do key pops, right? Because the sheer dopamine of fighting an Oryx 3 is nearly unmatched. The sheer lack of dopamine from walking around in essentially just like a rural area for 40 minutes, well, that part is a little bit less than stellar. Dare I even talk about Stellar Blade, my game of the year? Did you play it? No. I just look, every time I see anybody talking about the game and saying it should have been game of the year, all they do is post a picture of the character's tits. And it's like, no offense, what's the game, man? The game of the year is not who modeled the nicest ass, unfortunately for you. I know that would truly make a game of the year, but like, that's not how the competition works. I mean, it's how a lot of gamers wish it would work, but unfortunately it's not how it works now. Now, obviously, are the Game Awards over? I haven't kept up with them at all. I just saw Balatro was announced and I was hyped for that, and then I never really followed up on it. If Elden Ring wins Game of the Year, I will be a little bit pissed because they didn't release a new game. It's a DLC called Shadow. Dude, I fucking forgot I told people I'd play Elden Ring once I got my new model. Holy shit, I gotta play it on stream. What are we gonna do? Is it gonna be a challenge run? It's probably gonna be a challenge run because like the base game I've played through before. I have nothing on the DLC though. I'm like no knowledge about it, no anything. The only thing I know is the one like curse you Baal line, but that's not really going to tell me how to win the game. Anyways, if Elden Ring does win Game of the Year, I'll be a little bit pissed because they already won Game of the Year before. I mean, the DLC is almost a full 40 hours. That's awesome. We can put that in the best ongoing game support because it's the same one. Because here's my thing. If it is the game of the year, let me buy Shadow of the Erdtree standalone because it's the game of the year. That's the game is Shadow of the Erdtree, but I'm yet to be able to buy it without buying the game that it's attached to. That'd be like saying game of the year is going to be Destiny 2 because their newest expansion was really good. No, that's not how it works. Or WoW is game of the year because the new DLC expansion was really good. Nope. It's not gonna happen. It's not the game of this year. I don't think we can do that. I mean, if we want to go Shadow of the Erdtree, it would be passable as an actual game. If they released it as an actual game, I'd take my words back, but they didn't. Fortnite, people get millions of hours of content out of a new season. They didn't put Fortnite's best season up for game of the year. It's just not it's not a game is the issue. It's an expansion to a game, which is why it's like, I don't really think it should. I think 100% it would deserve best ongoing or best community support or something like that. 100%. It's not a new game. If Lies of P's DLC comes out soon, I hope that one gets game of the year next year. There isn't best DLC, so where would it go? There's best ongoing support. And it can absolutely go in best ongoing support. That counts as ongoing support as far as I'm concerned. It's also, dude, I mean, I was gonna say that more room, but Pokemon's DLC, they're probably in the trash where it belongs, but oh man, the Pokemon company sure loves. Ongoing is mostly for online games. It is mostly for online games. And this would be Elden Ring's chance to break through into a different genre and still have a monumental win somewhere for a second year in a row. #1 game of the year for a DLC? I don't know about all that necessarily. In fact, I wasn't even a huge Black Myth Wukong fan in terms of like the art style and all the marketing for the game. I thought it looked pretty good. I didn't know if I wanted to spend 60 on it because the combat to me looked more God of War than Souls-likes. And God of War's combat, I don't know. As fun as it is to press square for 30 hours, I'm not huge on it. So it's fun in like the same way that a beat 'em up is, but I think God of War starts to drag a little bit in the later halves of it, but that's just my opinion. If you play Elden Ring on stream, just skip to the DLC. Yeah, that could work. I was figuring what I'd do is if I was gonna play it on stream for the base game, I'd do something like we only use fist weapons, or each time we find a weapon, that's the weapon we have to use, or something like that. Because I'd want to spice up the other version of the game so I don't just play the same way that I knew before. Because like, I don't know, I kind of want to go chasing waterfalls, even though some people are telling me that I should just stick to the rivers and the lakes that I'm used to, but that's just not me. It's just not who I am. Anyways, I would say Black Myth Wukong is more deserving of Game of the Year, because at least it is an entirely new experience that came out this year. I heard that it was a Souls-like, but then the gameplay I saw, like I said, it felt way more God of War to me, but I didn't actually play it myself, so I've been wrong before, as rare as it may be. And even rarer for a streamer to admit it, so I won't, but it's so fun because holy shit, you're just fucking on lock forever. You do some cool shit, the boss do cool shit, and you counter the cool shit. I will say visually the game is stunning for sure. It's just every time I looked at it, it felt like a God of War style combat to me. And while the spectacle's really cool, I don't know, the playing of it wore thin for me. I don't know why. Maybe that's a personal issue. Maybe it's a skill issue. In fact, well, actually, one of them, which was definitely on me, but still I'm gonna somewhat hold it against it. If you played God of War Ragnarok on the hardest difficulty, you already know what I'm about to say. That difficulty sucked ass. Why? Because half of the fights were just overinflated HP bars, and the game's combat mechanics weren't like actually tight enough to make me enjoy some of the combats. It was just like, oh, you got hit by one enemy, there goes 100% of your HP, and then Atreus goes, father, and then that's it. It demanded perfection, but I didn't feel like the systems were tight enough for perfection to feel satisfying as its payoff. But that could have just been me, right? Like, you can all, it's the easiest thing to say skill issue to of all time because I'm complaining about difficulty in a game. It was just, to me, it was the style of difficulty where all you do is buff up all of the enemies' numbers and call it, hey, we made it. We made a new difficulty. It's like, you did, but like, did you? What a do slices? I think like it's pretty good, but I'm not sure. Whoa, hold on. There's a menace within these walls. But like, I think it's pretty good. I'm not 100%. The one thing that sucks for me for like my channel stuff is I haven't really been able to make YouTube shorts recently. And I really like making shorts because I don't know, they're fun to edit. But like, I've been so busy with work that I don't have, normally I'd edit them during my lunch break at work, but I've got so much on my plate that I can't edit them during work, which sucks. They don't take ages to edit, but they do take more than at least 2 seconds because unfortunately I don't use AI like everybody else, which I guess like I should be doing. If you're wondering, by the way, that's why so many people's YouTube shorts look almost identical, where they've got the same, they've got like the same captions popping up with emojis over them. How are your smoking neighbors? So it's funny you bring that up, actually. My apartment complex sent out a notice talking about how, hey, everybody, these apartments, remember, legally you signed something that said you are not a smoker to live here. Which I imagine just has to be in reference to him, because like the timing is way too perfect. It's right after he moved in that people are complaining about it. That I imagine it has to be, right? Like, obviously, guy who thinks world revolves around him, but as of right now, it's somewhat been better, but it's definitely far from gone. But like I've said before, right? It's hard to really hold that against him, because who's the one who's suffering more? The guy who has to spend $30 billion a year on buying more packs of cigarettes, or me who has to smell it every now and then and close my window, right? Obviously, the one who's struggling more is in theory him, but still. Woo. I also bought, like, I think it was called Ozium. It's just an air freshener that helps with the smell of cigarettes specifically. Now, what I've been thinking of doing, it's like a really stupid idea, but like, I don't know, part of me thinks it would be really funny. It's just every time I smell it walking over, and right before I close the window, being like, wow, sure smells out there. Like, it's such a dumb idea with a provocation for no reason, but it'd be pretty funny. Tomb of the Ancients. We got 2 keys, baby. We're not able to pop them till we're 15. Hold on. You know, maybe you need to fuel your own pride and just play on hard mode instead of fuck your ass mode and have fun bashing your head against a brick wall until it fucking cracks. Well, like, okay, but let me ask you a question. Why would the developers even put in a mode that's that poorly designed and then also tie achievements related to it? That's why I never fucked with the design of how they did their hard mode, or their hardest mode, which I know is called God of War. They can give you the God of War, but I even felt like in the first game the difficulty felt better to me, and I don't know why. Maybe I was just misusing all of the systems in the second game, but I don't know. By the end of it, I just felt like jaded. Like I would beat a boss and I would leave a sigh of relief instead of thinking, wow, that fight was fun, which is probably the worst feeling that can happen when it comes to a game. I should always finish a boss and be like, holy shit, what a good fight. I shouldn't be like, fucking finally. Dear God, if I never have to do that again, it's too soon. That's not impactful game design. I mean, there's some people who feel that way about the Souls-likes, right? Just in general, so, or roguelikes in general. So I'm not saying that my favorite games are perfect examples of it. Definitely, just have fun. Why do you need all the achievements? Well, because, like, I wanted to platinum the game. And then while going for the platinum, it made me hate the game. But then I started thinking, do I enjoy the design of the game? Or, like, what's going on here? Because why would I hate going for the platinum so much if it's a good game? And I couldn't really come to a good answer with that unless the game's achievements and some of the systems in it were not well designed, or I didn't enjoy the design of. Because just because I don't like something doesn't mean implicitly it's poorly designed, right? I could not like a sandwich from a shop. That doesn't mean I think all Subways should go out of business. Now, do I think that? Yeah, but that's not because I don't enjoy their sandwiches. It's because I don't enjoy much of anything about them. Also, when they did the $6 6-inch, I don't think I've ever felt more insulted in my life. I think that might have been, regardless of the quality of the sandwich, the $6 6-inch felt like such a slap. You are famous for one thing. It is the $5 footlong, and you're saying $6 6-inch? I don't know, man. Honestly, that is a death sentence in my eyes. You will never redeem yourself. You would have to give me free sandwiches for the rest of my life. Not that I'd want them anyways, because they are Subway sandwiches, but even still, that's what you'd have to do, all right? But anyways, it's not really like a big deal. It's a personal thing. Dude, I have been thinking, which is always a banger thing for me, right? But like, so I wasn't alive during this period of time, right? The only reason I even know these things exist is because in Hey Arnold, they had one episode where they, actually, I think it wasn't one episode. I think it was just Helga's dad sold them in general. And he sold these things, that I imagine, this is gonna really give away the fact that I'm not that old, I guess, but still, I imagine they were used kind of like cell phones, and they were just called like beepers, right? And you just use them to signal people with beeps. Bro, the sexting on that, phone sex must have gone crazy at the time, right? Hey baby, when you have this, send me one beep if you're wet. Babe, what's wrong? Babe, last night you didn't beat me at all. Was it me? Did I do something wrong? Like, it's gotta be the worst communication between them of all time. Beep twice if you want me. Babe, you only beeped once. No! did your batteries die, babe? Again, I have actually no clue what they were really used for. This is my personal headcanon of what they were used for, though, because I think it's very funny. But, you know, I really like going for platinums in games. Sorry, I just looked over at the why do you need all achievements. I think platinums make me feel like I've enjoyed all that the game has to offer for the most part. Some games, their achievements don't exactly correlate with their enjoyment of the game. They'll create an achievement that's like collect all 17,000 schmeckles hidden around the map. And then you gotta look up, and then you're like, oh, whatever. At least the game will have a good in-game guide of what schmeckles I got. And then you open up the map, and there's no guide whatsoever telling you what schmeckles you have and what schmeckles you still need to get. So then you look it up online, and you go, how do I check what schmeckles I have? And they go, we recommend keeping a list separate, so that way you'll know exactly how many schmeckles you've collected. Also, below is our list of every single schmeckle in order. And you're like, fuck, I've got 890, but I need 1,000 of them, so I don't even know what 100 I'm missing, so I gotta go back through each and every one of these. So, like, there are definitely instances where going for a platinum makes a game objectively worse than it would be otherwise, but still. You ever wonder how you're gonna look when you're 30? Again, you think I'm gonna make it to 30? I'm planning to make it to 27 and tap out. That's pretty much the whole idea there. 27, then smoke enough salvia to see another dimension. That's pretty much the whole plan right now. We'll see how that goes for me. I'll let you know exactly. I'll document precisely what I'm seeing before the time comes, all right? Should be able to send that right there. Oh, he still had one guy left. If we send these, if we just keep these on top of him, whatever enemies he decides to spit out, I'm out of mana. Well, this is the most tragic moment of my life. Don't OD on acid. You're so sexy. No, babe. Don't keep taking acid. You might see me in a different light. Ah, ha, ha. All right, throw this right here. God, that's so embarrassing for you. Get completely Huntress trapped. Huntress feels way better. I'm not going to say good because I've got no clue what the metagame looks like in Realm right now. But Huntress has indirectly had a buff before from the bow rework, because bows used to be objectively one of the worst weapons in the game. Now, are they objectively one of the worst? No, but they're subjectively still probably not the best. Am I sure on that? No, I just feel like normally with games, it's either one of two. They're either brain dead broken or not that much better. And I can tell you bows are not brain dead broken, so I'm going with the other side of the spectrum. Balancing is never done well. You want proof of that? Look at League of Legends when any champion releases. There's one of two things that happens. First, the community says in unison, this character's horrible. They're not strong enough. They don't deal enough damage. Then Riot proceeds to do no changes to the character, and people learn how to play them and what their build path is. And all of a sudden, they're the strongest character in the game for the patch. And then people go, what the hell, Riot? How could you not balance your video game? Anyway, so that's just kind of how game balance goes. With that said, this is a unironic take about League of Legends, which I'm sure everybody would love to hear from me. I think Riot needs to stop adding characters and focus on getting the characters they have to be like good and interesting. You've already got like 150 champs. There's no shot you need 100. The 151st champion is not going to change anything. Man, the game is dead. Leave it be. Is it really dead even after Arcane? I thought Arcane season 2 was like a big revival for it. I mean, it got me to play again, so the world really revolves around what I see. Yeah, it's so dead. I mean, I knew Tyler 1 wasn't playing it right now, which is definitely not a great sign for them. When you lose T1, man is perhaps the most addicted League player of all time, and you're losing him, that's not a great sign. That's really rough. Granted, they lost him to WoW, which this isn't going to be a popular take amongst the gamers out there. League of Legends is an objectively better design game than WoW. This comes with full hatred in my heart for World of Warcraft. I hate WoW with all fibers of my being, primarily because everybody always tells me how much I love it, and you have to understand, I do not like it at all. And people keep going, well, if you play with me, you'll really like it. Oh, have you tried playing Alliance? Oh, wait, oh, you've already played Alliance. Well, have you tried playing Horde? Oh, you've played Horde? Well, maybe you just didn't find the right class for you. No, man, I just don't fuck with the game. I don't fuck with it at all. I'm happy a lot of people enjoy it. That's good for them. I'm getting so sick and tired of people acting like you have to like what. It's the same thing with old school RuneScape. I am not a huge old school RuneScape fan, and I know that that's crazy coming from someone who's playing Realm of the Mad God right now. Look, I acknowledge the glass house that I'm in, and I'm going to keep casting my stones from it. Thank you. But like, I don't think old school RuneScape's a bad game. I just don't think, I didn't play it as a kid, so I've got no nostalgic connection, and without a nostalgic connection, I don't enjoy it that much. I think you'll find that most people who have played and enjoy old school RuneScape, miraculously, it's somehow a game they put hundreds and hundreds of hours into as a kid. It's almost 100%. I don't know anybody who's gotten into old school RuneScape as an adult without any prior connection to it and enjoyed it. Maybe that's my sample size not being high enough. I'll admit that. No, you know what? I actually don't like admitting anything that could lead to me being incorrect. No, I'm kidding, obviously. But like, I don't know. I kind of feel the same way about WoW. I think a lot of people look at WoW Classic with rose-tinted glasses, man. Because I can tell you as somebody who has no connection to it whatsoever and tried Classic also, it's just not that fun. It's so insanely slow to do everything. The leveling doesn't feel satisfying to me, and like everybody who says it's really good has a spreadsheet up on where to go for everything. But that's just, again, that's my opinion, right? Like, if you enjoy it, fucking play WoW, man. All right, there are people out there who enjoy Tarkov, so clearly there's a game for everybody. I should have just gone with like Sid Meier's Civilization. That's an easy one to make fun of. All right, because that's 16 hours for what? To let Gandhi shoot off one nuke and end the game and then everybody can laugh about it? Nah. When and where? When and where for what? For me trying WoW Classic? Or like, are you asking for the date? Or are you suggesting that we fight now? Hold on, let me make sure that was a somewhat recent message. It was. We love to see that. Sometimes I simply neglect to look over at my chat when I find myself within a tangent. I'm so within the zone that I don't even notice what's going on around me. Okay. Not a great team for clearing this, by the way. We are dealing such little damage. These enemies have so much defense, man. Whatever, this will be 2 done. They've destroyed... I'm not fucking with the teammates that I have right now, because they have destroyed the ice blocks such that I can't just play this safe, and now I gotta play it so much more risky, and it fucking sucks, man. All right, there we go. Is that all of those? No, there's still 1 left. Okay. We'd love to see it. We'd love to see it. Just throw a couple of those over there and then move back. Oh, our other guy's moving. How nice. Never mind. He went to Nexus. He almost died while waiting in the little cubby hole and then Nexus. Okay, well, that's a little bit fucked up of you, dare I say. Whatever. We'll clear this. It should be very clearable, even solo if I need it. I don't think I will. Also, disclaimer, the guy who destroyed the blocks that I was upset at very possibly could have been me. If it was me, I'd like to say that it was probably on accident, so we should forgive me. All right. Is he done over there? He is. End it quick before he returns. Do you shoot on this one? No, you don't. You shoot on the in-between one. Got it. Wait on our mana coming back. We'll have 1 trap we can throw. Luckily, we don't have to go through the hard part of it again, which is actually having to clear the other sections. So we can just finish this off. Yo, over the weekend, I went to, like this event that was being hosted in my area. It was, this is how you know I'm the coolest kid on the block, by the way. I hate to break it to you. It was a Pokemon Go event because they were doing G-Max Lapras. And I was like, sure, I'll show up and get my 2 free little Laprai. And then I was on my way. I know I could have bought more attempts at catching Lapras. Gotta kind of have a little bit of morals in my heart and ask myself, is it worth paying for virtual Pokemon chances? Weighed it out, and I said, actually, I think I got 3. Because I think I already had 1,000 at the start of the day, and then you're able to get up to 1,600. But either way, for the particles you need for it. So, dude, it's so funny how many old people love Pokemon Go. And I don't mean old as in like, what the hell, man, you're like 40. No, that's pretty much what I'd expect. I'd expect children or 40-year-olds and almost no in between. Dude, the number of like grandmas who were out there trying to get a G-Max Lapras, that shit was so funny. Turning around, there was one of them, she was walking around with her walker catching Pokemon. That's precisely how I want to be. If I ever make it to needing a walker, if I'm not out there on that MF grind shiny hunting, you know it's not me in there anymore. My heart had changed. I've been lost at that point, man. And she got a shiny Lapras. So like, good for her. Sorry to dox her like that. Now we can trace back which shinies were gotten on which days, figure out exactly who she is. I'm sorry. It's irresponsible of me to say that. No, but like, I was honest, I was bogged out for her, man. Because how could I not be? She was so insane, and she was so passionate about it too. She even said words that I never thought would utter from like an old woman's mouth. She caught the Pokemon, it was shiny, and then she said, oh, its IVs aren't that good. You know, the only IV I thought like a 90-year-old woman would know is like the bag. I didn't think she was min-maxing her Pokemon like that. I had no clue that Pokemon Go was such a hit in the elderly community, but honestly, it's so sick for that. Especially because the alternative, right? It's like, you know, gay son, daughter. Would you rather have a Candy Crush grandma or a Pokemon Go grandpa? I feel like you gotta go with the Pokemon Go grandpa. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously in this situation, it was an old lady, but you get the idea, right? Because I don't know, it's also a game that encourages them being active and moving around more, which is sick because I'll admit it, it's actually, I think I've gone on more walks now that I've been playing Pokemon Go more in my free time, just because it's giving it a little incentive. It helps me gamify my entire life. had to lie down the law, calling one of my dogs bitchless. That's understandable. Honestly, he probably deserved it. That guy's probably playing Marvel Rivals right now. sorry. It actually does look like a pretty fun game to play with your boys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm excited. I'm gonna probably hop on and play with some people later, but later today? No, just like later at some point in time. The issue with games like Marvel Rivals, though, you really have to get in and only play them for the first 2 weeks they're out, because after that, it's going to be the most insufferable meta picks of all time. Ooh, white bag. Oh, wait, isn't that a shiny? Wait a minute, wait, am I crazy? Is Esmond, that's a shiny, right? Oh, shit, wait, that's awesome, dude. Okay, we'll throw that in our, dude, holy, okay. Wait, this is our first time getting one. Talk about Pokemon Go and the game's like, brother, I got you. A shiny it is. Well, now I can't die. This is worth more than my entire family's net worth. All right, so most likely we won't be able to get in for the Oryx clear here. That is a sacrifice I'm willing to make, because look at this, man. That's awesome. Okay, I guess we'll also hold on to these. Dude, okay. I don't know what the shiny odds are in this game. I've got no clue whatsoever. It was Lumen. They're at plus 14. It's just, I'm going to be honest with myself. There's no way we're making it in, but still. Hold on. Let me make sure. Esbin's robes Rotmig, because I remember them being blue. Esbin's shaman attire is a glacial robe. Yeah, it is a shiny Esbin's. That's so huge, though. That's awesome. Am I ever going to use it? No, it's going to sit in my vault, dumbass. For if I touch it, I could be risking its very life. And there's no way in hell I'm risking the chance that I drop this thing. It's worth more to me than most else on this account. Well, probably because there's not much else on this account. What, I got like a rare pet? It's not exactly the creme de la creme. Let me just take a sip of water. I nearly waterboarded myself with that one. That was awesome. Okay. I guess I could have put the keys away. Whatever. If I die with keys in my inventory for Lair of Draconic and the Hive, I'm not missing a Hive key. There's no way you could make me. Its feed power is 200 for both of these. Honestly, I might just put both of those in. Can I go off on a side tangent about Elden Ring? Let me check. All right, it's allowed. Yep, it's a legal play. It will be allowed, unless this is related to the Game Awards nomination for it, because at that point, we've already had our discourse about that one, okay? That's one where everybody who thinks it should be nominated for Game of the Year, hey, they can vote for it, and if they win, they win. Good for them. I just don't think that it really matters, or I don't think that it really belongs there. But like at the end of the day, if it wins, am I gonna go on Reddit and have a Wojak meltdown? No, I'll just be like, nah, makes sense. It is Elden Ring, and then I'll move on. It's perhaps the most, yeah, you know what? Fair enough. Okay. See all. So do I just claim these? Beginner weapon, beginner ability. I mean, I've really got no use for these. Battle Pass XP. Okay, that one I've got huge use for. Where is the Battle Pass? Oh, it's right here. Where are we at on levels? Damn, we're already level 11. Holy shit. What am I going to do with these? I don't know. Probably just kind of keep them in my inventory and never do it. Elden creators have gone off the rail. They've done everything, and now they're doing 1,000 plus new game millennia with only a dagger, and I'm not joking. I just got a notification of a guy that did that 10 minutes ago. It's the tragic way that content has been gamified. And, like, it's not going to stop. Every game, nobody can just, like, play a game anymore, right? If somebody just uploaded, hey, playing Elden Ring for the first time, people would look at it and go, who cares? Then you say, playing Elden Ring, but my balls are on fire. My girlfriend's on the phone. If I take a hit in the game, she'll break up with me. Also, not to mention, we will only be using unarmed combat this entire time while I have somebody else who's invading my world and trying to kill me. Now, can we beat the game this way? And it's like, I kind of just used like an Ash of War that let me sit on the enemy. I jumped up in the air and I ground pounded. I think you and me played very different games. You're over here saying every hit actually shaves off one of my body parts in real life, and I'm over here going, yeah, I like this game. Wow, this is a good one. But that's just kind of, everything has to be bigger and grander than one of the ones that came before it. Otherwise, what's the point? At least in a lot of people's eyes. So what is this? It's like, yeah, this gives you 1,200 or 2,000 of something. Is that XP just towards the new ST sets? I hate these ST events. I'm sorry. These suck so much. Because look. Let's say I want this, right? I want this skin, okay? 72,000 campaign points required. Okay, that feels like a lot of campaign points. Ah, son of a bitch, the realm closed. How many campaign points is that in reality? Well, if I were to buy from skins, 2,000 campaign points is 2,000 gold. So if I click buy gold, you can see here. Oh, so it's $20 for 2,000 points. Okay, just about $20, 2,000 points, sure. So then let me ask you a question. Remember, $20 is 2,000 points. 72,000 points. What the fuck are we doing here? That is a psychotic number to need to hit. We're trying to join the Reverie. We've been trying to join that one for a while. That's actually an entire plot point in One Piece. That's finally resolved somewhat now. I mean, it's resolved in the anime. I don't know about if they've gone back to it more in the manga, but still. Yeah, that's right. He's One Piece posting. Yeah, I can tell you all about what's going on right now before the hiatus. What can I say? So you know I'm one of the coolest ever. Beating the game on New Game Plus with only an armor set that does at max level with max buffs 12 damage when rolling into an enemy. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not gonna say I'm not guilty of it though. I'll see a video like that and go, this is the ideal second monitor content. Let me throw this on while I'm high rounding in zombies. And then I do it. Oh, high rounding, what's your highest round? I'm trying to figure out the secrets to the map on my own. So like not very good right now because everything I've done, I've learned for myself. I wonder if COD Zombies would be fun to play on stream. I don't know. I feel like once you start getting to high rounds, it gets a little bit boring, right? It's only the early rounds where there's threats that stuff matters. Once you get to high rounds, there's going to be 20, 30 rounds in a row where all I'm doing is running in a circle in the same room and just shooting zombies in the head. Insanely therapeutic for me. If you play it by yourself, it's going to be so dry. That's my issue, right? Like, yeah, I could go for a solo. Oh, I'm going to beat the Easter egg solo, but so many people have done that. Now, when I play it by myself, is it dry? No, it's insanely fun. I have a ton of fun. You have left the queue. Realm is full. Why have I left the queue? Fuck it. I'm just going into Zephyr. All right. I don't need all this. This one's at 59%. The people on the outside are crazy. They don't even know what's going on in here. They're so busy concerning themselves with, oh, well, this is where the group is. This is where the populace is. I'm not going to go with the popular vote. I'm going to use the electoral college, which has been proven time and time again to be the best way to do stuff. Clearly. One day you should play Dragon Ball FighterZ on stream. It would be the most boring commentary you have ever heard from me. I would shut up the entire time and have to lock in, lest I just get my ass beat. And at best, I would be like, this guy's going down. Never mind, I'm going down. Never mind, he's killing me. That's the kind of commentary you get. I don't know if it's necessarily what we're looking for. Oh, so I don't even know if I don't think I have the brain power to allocate extra materials to playing a fighting game while I'm talking. Even when I play like with the boys, there's so much silence in between. You really only talk to each other when the super's going off. You know what I mean? Because aside from that, you're like, damn, you're beating my ass. And that's about it. That's not exactly the most thrilling of commentary. Whereas everything I do, I like to think of as art. Oh yeah, what part of art is playing Realm for the 17th hour in a row? Well, you know, that's kind of where beauty comes in the eye of the beholder. Beauty does what in the eye of the beholder? Anyways. Yeah, I don't think plus, dude, I'd be so out of practice. I think I could probably still do like the standard bread and butter 2H re-jumps on everybody. Because on almost everybody. Certain characters, aerial 2Hs don't send up in the same way that others do, and it causes weird stuff. For example, Nappa's always been one who has very weird loops if you want to play him, which of course I want to play. I can't say the same. I can free flow while I'm fucking delirium, 23 damage, 1 fire rate. I mean, that's where I hit, but like that's, so here's the thing. Isaac is not a fighting game. Isaac is a game filled with robots that are designed to lose to me. Delirium is a robot built in a lab to lose to me, the player, when I show up. Even if he's a strong robot, his design is to lose. He's not designed for him to win. He's designed to lose to the player. That's his AI that says, you will lose to the player. Don't use all of your strongest attacks 24/7 because the player's supposed to beat you. That's not the case for somebody else online. They're fighting for the honor of their family name, right? Like if they take their eyes off the screen for a second with their team of Gogeta Blue, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Mastered Ultra Instinct, they're bringing dishonor to their family. They recognize how much truly is on the line for them there. Well, damn, we already got a shiny, dude. Sorry, I was just thinking about like, what am I looking for the loot from this? It's fucking hard to care about anything else. So if you're wondering what shinies are, by the way, shinies are in the same way they are in Pokemon, sprites that have a different color scheme for the armor. But the special thing about shinies in Realm is you have to be playing on a seasonal character, as in a character that you created during the current season. So it's actually really cool to find one because not everybody plays on seasonal. I mean, most people do. Because it's also more fun, right? Some people hate seasonal, but still. The meta is actually Super Baby Kefla Vegito. It's so fucked up because Vegito Blue and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta are my 2 least favorite fusions in the game. There's one fusion that you can play that makes you based, in my opinion. That one fusion, if you play Gotenks, you are based. I hate to break it to you, like, oh, he has a small hitbox, he's so annoying. Nah, man, he's fucking awesome, and I love him so much. I know he was meta for a little bit. I didn't even mind when he was meta because something about the tornado kicks into a flurry of 50 blows in a row, it just felt so right. That is the only fusion I don't get upset to see because I know you're probably disgusting with the character if you play him, but even still, I'm like, hell yeah, show me what for. When a Vegito does the same loop as everybody else, I think to myself, all right, good, congratulations, buddy. Maybe next time we can like take off the training wheels and play, or I think it'd be really cool if you actually had to like learn the game you're playing instead of just having one character do everything for you. But I mean, whatever. Hey, it is what it is. I get it. You press the square button, you do 37 kicks with one press of the button. Fair enough. You almost had to input something, so I mean, you know, fair. Now, should I be holding on to Marks of Esben? Probably, because if it's the event dungeon, there's probably an event where you can exchange something for it. This is the kind of thing that maybe I should check before we go into the lobby, but like, where's the fun in that? There's no sense of whimsy. All right, open, hold on to these for sure. We'll take that die over our last one. We're looking, I don't want to say dripped out, but still. You fucking know my team is Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, Super Saiyan Blue Goku, and Android 21. That is a very based team. I was the same. I played Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. I love Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. I also liked base Vegeta a lot, but once base Vegeta was kind of like meta with his loops in the corner and all that kind of stuff, I dropped him because I don't know. I don't like characters whose whole game plan is corner loops over and over. I know that corner loops are the strongest thing, but like, maybe I'm too Goku pilled. I want to have a fight. I don't want it to be a one-sided lockout where all you do is hold somebody in the corner the entire time and just win. I want it to be back and forth, a little bit of who's gonna win this, who's gonna win that, which is why I also don't fuck with the fusions, because each and every one of them has an entire corner carry combo into a corner loop. You're sitting there watching a cutscene for 47 minutes. I might as well be watching actual Dragon Ball. I fucking love the grab with Super Saiyan Blue Goku. I didn't remember Blue Goku had a grab. I knew Vegeta did. I love Blue Vegeta's grab, because he also had the voice like, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give you a 3. I love that guy. What a character. Even though, like I've said before, Vegeta's a really hard character to be a fan of, because like fucking what has he done aside from lose over and over? Yeah, he beat Kui and he beat Ginyu. Okay, man. So has half of the fucking... At this point, Tien could have beat either of them at that point, okay? It's not as impressive when we start scaling with Tien feats, man. Dodon Ray! Somebody just slammed against their wall very heavily. I'm gonna hope they were moving furniture and they're not liking this guy next to me. Shut the fuck up. But if that's the case, I probably should dial in a little bit. I know that it's like very pussy behavior of you to do that. Maybe you should like just, look, my voice projects, my voice carries, all right? I'm sorry. And instant transmission, grab his heavy percent. Hold on. Well, let me make sure I don't drown here. So the whole gimmick to this one, by the way, for anybody who's like, so what's going on here? You hurt them when they go in there. When they go in between these two gaps. And if you stay in between the two gaps yourself, you can start to drown. But while they're inside the yellow mist, they are completely immune to damage. So you got to kind of just run over and then finish them off. I think that the little ones might still take some damage. What do we have? Up top is our kill guy. The one that matters a lot. He matters a lot to kill for one main reason. He's the one who drops your bags of loot. So getting him down equals getting potentially free pots. The main reason we're here is I love pot. No, is because I wish I was high on pot news. But they can, in theory, drop a lot of them. Whoa. Hey, buddy, maybe not me. I'm literally just like a huntress. All right, drink this one up. Just a dex pot, it's fine. 0. Brother, it's not even over yet. People be calling out, oh, I'm so unlucky, I don't have loot. It's just started. What do we... Come on, man. Let's wait till the end to say we're unlucky. I hope now, because you've already lied to the people and been like, wow, guys, I got nothing. Aren't I so bad luck? I hope you do get nothing. I hope you stub your toe. I hope you wake up in the morning and your clothes that you thought would be dry are still just a little bit wet. Not enough for there to be mold or mildew, but enough for you to be like, damn, should I have stayed up and done another load on this one? Should I have put it in the dryer one more time? I hope that's precisely what happens to you. It's perhaps the biggest evil I can wish upon anyone, but you know what? Someone's got to wish it on someone. I'm not gonna lie, the grab is all style, 0 use. That would probably explain why I have it. Oh, is it like the 1-inch punch grab that he does? I think he does that one. It might be the base Goku that does that grab, but either way. Woo. Okay. What do we have here? Damn! Don't stand on top of them when they do that. Okay, I understand now. This should be bird starts flying now. This should be, can you believe that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars? No, where's the bird at? Where's the bird at? There's the bird. Oh, they've changed it so you can still hurt him somewhat when he's not here. It's probably because there's some people who are really bad at guiding him and they don't want you to get punished as a player because of somebody else who doesn't know how to guide them around. 1-inch punch. Yeah, never mind. I do remember that one. Okay, that one is a very stylish grab for sure. Oh, fuck you. We got to drop something. I'll just drop this egg. If somebody wants it, they can have it. It's all you boys. Yeah, it's just a canine egg. It's fine. I don't think canine's any better odds to get the perfect one that we're looking for, so I've got really no reason to. I mean, no reason not to, but like still, I could have repicked it up. I'm just trying to give him a better home. I left him on a spaceship, all right? He's gonna be like a Clark Kent. He gets sent away from his home planet and he'll come back stronger, or so I hope, or dead, like one of the two. Do I remember Superman's lore precisely? No, unfortunately. As you know, as much as it will help me in my day-to-day life, probably one of the most important pieces of information that somebody could have are knocking around in there. I'm just gonna wait for somebody else to run through. I clear so slow with everything I do. I'll take a random guess that it's over here. All right, well, that was very short-lived. They're gonna kill before I'm even there, aren't they? This boss has no HP. Never mind. All right, good. We got in our damage. Yeah, we hold on to Snake Eye. It might be able to help us do an early 03. I doubt it. I'd probably die before it would even get to a phase where that would matter. In the meantime, we should probably look for a spider den so we can get back up our number of ichor, because we are definitely lacking on those ones. Sprite World, sure. I'm in a combo with Super Saiyan Vegeta as the 2H bread and butter, and then 2H circle into level 4. Dude, I love Vegeta's level 5 super. The punch that he does after the final flash is one of my favorite. It's so viscerally animated, man. I love things that have that much of an impact frame. Impact frames are my favorite thing. That's why I had to, you know, take your mom out back and show her a couple impact frames. But they're my favorite thing in all of animation. I fucking love impact frames. It's why Luffy punching Saint Charlos is one of my favorite moments in all of One Piece, because holy shit, the animators go crazy with the frames on it. In fact, the end of Film Red has a really good scene that has just such sick impact frames. And oh man, it's sick. So also, having seen Film Red, what are my thoughts? You know, so a lot of people really like Uta from that film. And so I thought after I saw the film, I'd understand why. I actually understand even less why people like her. Because after watching Film Red, she's actually like, yeah, sure, she's a pop idol, but she's willfully genocidal. Which is a crazy thing to feel. In fact, at first I was like, oh, because she was tricked into feeling that way. And then she goes, I wasn't tricked. I actually knew the truth. So she's like insanely willfully into genocide. And I don't really understand why there's a lot of people who are like, she's a really good character. No, she's not. She's psychotic. I don't care how well she sings the song. What's Film Red? Film Red, I mean, it's like, it's a One Piece movie. It was the huge one that had, I mean, like, the only reason I imagine that people really like Uta is they really like her songs, because aside from that, she is like a horrible person with next to no redeeming qualities. So I don't really understand where all the, okay, well, never mind. I just thought about it. It's anime fans and the character's a woman. It was over for me from the start. It doesn't matter how bad of a person they are. If they're an attractive woman, it's over. The anime fans, they can overlook anything. Sure, she wanted to commit genocide, but have you ever considered that, like, they like how she looks, therefore? Maybe we should wait, you know, we can waive the crimes a little bit, right? Like, the glove didn't fit. Oh, the one with the robot chick with the huge tits? I don't think she was a robot. All right, let me rephrase. She's definitely not a robot. I don't know if there's another film where there's a robot with huge tits. I haven't seen all of the One Piece movies, so those ones I might be a little bit out of date on. I mean, the robot, I guess Frankie does have some pretty sick knockers, but like, I don't think it was his tits we're talking about. Frankie is my goat. Actually, it is really sad. I don't know if anybody saw the news. The voice actor for Frankie in the One Piece anime has had to step down from his role. So that one's really sad because he's been Frankie since Frankie was introduced in the show fucking ages ago. And Frankie is one of my top 3 favorite characters in One Piece. So it kind of sucks that the voice actor stepped down. I mean, like, it was amicable. It's not like they found out he was diddling a kid, which is a very real concern when somebody miraculously steps down. It's just that he's like, I'm too old. I can't keep doing this. My throat's not able to keep up. And it's like, yeah, makes sense, but it sucks. Hopefully we can get back in Zephyr. I would like to do 1 Oryx today, please. I know, why do you keep nexusing then? Because I make bad decisions about my positioning and cause myself to be within situations at which my own life is at risk. Completely of my own volition and of my own accord. Have you ever thought about it that way? Hold on, I'm checking something real quick. Like a guy with a huge forehead made the robot guy that made... Oh, no. That is Vegapunk in current One Piece. That's not a movie. That is Egghead. No, yeah, there's 2 robot... Vegapunk really liked... Vegapunk's just like a very interesting kind of guy. All right, cool. The thing I wanted to check is all good. Plus, I mean, it's not like we're really doing much else while we're in queue. But, you know, Vegapunk does design different versions of himself, and he creates female versions of himself that have huge tits. I don't know what he meant by that, but honestly, I mean, living the dream. It does there are some interesting moral qualms you can have with it. Is mine? Okay, my desk is not on. Sorry, I was checking if my standing desk was turned on. I couldn't remember if I had it plugged in or not. We weren't on Zephyr. We were part of the Reverie, weren't we? No, Reverie was ages ago, right? I don't know. Let's check. What's Reverie looking like? Reverie's at 10%. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Okay, whatever. We'll go in here. We'll drop off those keys because I probably shouldn't die with them in my inventory anyways. It just kind of feels like it would be a waste. Stack this up. That's a stack limit of 20 for the event of Sub-Zero. We do have 2 Esmond's marks. Throw those both in here, and then let's check what we can do in here. We might be able to trade something, and I haven't checked any of the actual seasonal stuff, so. For 20, I can get a frozen cash, which gives me a random reward. For 20, I can get a snowball rolling solo key. Don't know what that even means. Can get an Esmond's thing, can get an Esmond's thing, can get an Esmond's thing, can get an Esmond's thing. Ooh, we can get a crown. Okay, that's kind of huge. Chill title unlocker. I'm just a chill guy. Okay, skins. This matters a lot. Snow Queen. Yeah, I'm not. A lot of people really like this one. I'm not huge on this one. Blizzard Sorcerer. I fuck with that one heavily. Oh, I like this one. I like the Necromancer one. The Bowsette skin, not for me. The Mystic skin, whatever. The Scrooge skin for Priest, That one I'm okay on. What other ones we got? Okay, Surfing Bro. It's hard for me. Oh, but that one's really good. Ooh, okay. Ice Cube Knight skin. Or Ice Cube Frozen Crown Companion skin. That's a rough one to choose between. I actually like both of those. Emotes, don't care. Just to unlock a pet saddle extender, no. And then that's the end of the event stuff. Okay. Well, then for now, we're just going to keep collecting them and putting them in our inventory. Because I'm probably going to wait to try and get a skin. Knowing me, will I get the skin? No, we're in position 17. Do I think we'll make it in? Yet again, you're going to make me say the dreaded no. There's no shot we make it in, but even still. Okay. Double checking something else real quick. It's perfect time. It's perfect downtime to just let me kind of click on things, which is awesome because that's where I'm in my element the most, is when I'm just clicking off screen. I don't know if you guys are able to see what I'm looking at. If you are, do me a favor and act like you can't see it. It's the easiest for me. Okay. Good shit. Okay, cool. Don't make Q 3 times in a row. That means we play the Bazaar. Son of a bitch. I mean, like, you do make a compelling argument. And also, I'm just so Bazaar pilled. All right. The rule will be... Oh, but no. How do I want to do this? Because the thing is, I really want to play nothing but the Bazaar tomorrow. But is it too much Bazaar if I play Bazaar today into nothing but Bazaar tomorrow? Is that crossing a threshold that is not made to be crossed? Am I going Icarus with my wax wings? Am I flying too close to the sun? Well, we just play more Bazaar today and tomorrow. Shh. That's not a bad idea. No, because Bazaar is fun. I know, I'm like, it might not be a Bazaar overload. But no, I don't have a party. I kind of forgot parties were a thing. Actually, I didn't even... Do they give you any benefit for being in one? Because if so, I'm just like, I'm literally just sitting here. Oh, that shows you what class they are. Oh, that's what that icon is. So I was trying to figure out why this guy had a square next to him. Thought they were just calling him a square. I think I'm in US East 2. Yeah, I'm currently US East 2. The honeymoon phase will pass. We have to capitalize. You do... raise a good point. All right, fine. All right, fine. We didn't make Q this time. The server closed. You get your wish. We'll play the Bazaar. We'll play the Bazaar. It does not take too much to convince me. But first, I need to open up Photoshop and create... We'll create a quick thumbnail. Well, if I'm going to create a quick thumbnail, it should be an MS Paint one, because that's kind of how I do it. Normally, if I do a Paint thumbnail, that's an indicator that this is a second game of the stream, as opposed to it being the first game. That's kind of how I like to view it for YouTube. So, what do I do for this one? I'm just going to, like... The beautiful thing about YouTube is thumbnails can be whatever the hell you want. So, this counts. You look too much like a cat? Nuh-uh. And then... Bazaar. All right, there we go. Amen on that one. Bazinga. Okay. We've got our thumbnail created. Good. Now I can close out of Photoshop, which is probably for the better for myself. All right. He's bizarre posting. He's bizarre. Listen, dude, never play poker or blackjack. You'll fold literally instantly. I've got a really good game face. My plan is that once I start crying, they might feel bad enough that they don't take all of my money. This is getting strange. Dare I even say it? Every single one of my bizarre titles will be the exact same joke. And honestly, failure to adapt beyond this joke is not a failure on my part. YouTube, goodbye. It's about to be a new stream. End. Okay. Dismiss. New stream.